Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017 with the Rude Man. We are back in Missouri, and I sold some crops, made about $1 million, and want to buy some animals. So we're going to do that. I haven't made a lot of changes on this map except for two that I can recall. I may think of something else, but I found a new helicopter set, and I kind of figured that if you were a farmer and you had an interest in flying and you had a shop to tinker with, you might build yourself one of these with a plastic gas can, an old car seat that's got patchwork on it, and a bunch of old metal, maybe some kind of a funny looking engine on it. So this is what, this is what I got to fly around now. It's actually kind of cool. So let me just show you what I've done. I didn't do too much. I had a subscriber tell me that they had trouble with the wine. They made wine and they didn't have any place to sell it. They couldn't find any place to sell it. So I looked around. I couldn't find any place to sell it either. So this is that placeable sell point that I use occasionally. And it is set up for wine. I set it up for wine myself. So now I can sell wine here, so I can't sell it anywhere else. So I did that, and then what else? Oh, well, those are the two things. New helicopter and a new sell point for wine. There was another issue with the wine. I can't recall what it was. I don't know if I've had that issue. It was something about when he logged out, he lost some stuff. I haven't, so I don't know. Let me go to the wine because I had it making wine. I had very little grapes. And so I put what little grapes I had in the winery and then just left. If I can find the winery. Where's the winery? Whoa. Well, this isn't the winery. I thought the winery was by the, where am I? Where am I? Oh, I'm way on the other stand. Oh, shoot. I went the wrong way. I'm on the other side of the map, I think. So, anyway, well, we'll look at that later. I think I've still got stuff there, so I don't think it's a problem for me. But I did have find a place. I have to find a place to sell the wine. Doesn't do any good to make it if you can't sell it. So let me find my tractor or my truck and trailer because I made some money and I wanted to buy some animals. Here we go. So let's see. Oh, I was already on the spot. I was on the spot, ready for action. Now this is a different truck than I was using in the other games that I play, like Don Diego. Uh-oh, somebody opened my hood. What? Why's my hood open? I didn't even know you could open a hood. Oh my God, they're making a lot of noise. Okay, I know you can open the door. Open the door. Now wait a minute. Close the door. Well, the door wasn't open. What's going on? Open door. Close the door. Well, that didn't seem to work. I know the tail... Oh, there it is. Okay. It's the left mouse button. So let's put the hood back down. And then, I think I know why it did that. The rice... let's see. Oh, stop that. Yeah. Okay, it's the left mouse button. If you go left to right, it opens or closes the hood. If you go north to south, it opens and closes the tailgate. I'm going to leave the tailgate down because of the fifth wheel. But let's buy some animals because these guys talk too much and they're driving me nuts. All right. First of all, we're going to buy some cattle. That's probably going to take most of the $1 million. Start off with 100, I think. Only because that's how much the truck will hold. I wish you could hold the button down, but you can't. You have to keep clicking it and fight off carpal tunnel while you're doing it. All right, there's 100. Let's confirm that. And it took half of the $1 million. I knew it was going to take a share of it. Okay, let's head back home. What's the easiest way to get out of here? Not that way, I don't think. Oh, wait a minute. I think I can go through the parking lot. And this truck is a Cummins truck. So, now, I want to mention the Patreons for a second because I'm not quite sure if everybody watches all the maps that I play. If you're just watching this one and I say it in a different map, you're not going to hear it. So for all of those that have been supporting me on Patreon, you have access to my OneDrive that has all the mods in it. Now, most of the mods, almost all of the mods that I use, I remod to some extent. And what I mean by that is, let's say, for example, we look at this mod up ahead of us here, this combine right there. Now, that's a mod. It's somebody else's mod. It's not my mod. I just downloaded it, but I wanted it to go faster and I wanted it to hold more grain. So I remodded it. Okay, so if you would like to have the equipment that I use, that I have remodded, now I don't go out and put them on another page because they're not my mod. You know, I don't do that. I just remod them for my purpose. Now, if you would like to use those mods, what I do is I put them on my OneDrive and you can download them directly from me. I've got hundreds of mods on my OneDrive. And the way you do that is become a patron and support me, and then you have access to that OneDrive. So, and I've tried to make it pretty easy on everybody. If you really want to support me, and I appreciate that, you can donate $10, $5, $20, anything you want to donate to support me, and I appreciate all of that. But I don't require it. I'm not trying to make a living off of YouTube. All I'm trying to do is to, where in the hell's the cow pens? Over there. I'm not trying to make a living on YouTube. All I'm trying to do is pay for some internet, pay for new equipment that I need, microphones, computers if they break down, that kind of thing. I've got thousands of dollars wrapped up in my equipment to do this. And that doesn't even include the time it takes me. So all I'm trying to do is get a little support from people that enjoy my videos. And I appreciate every bit of that. And so I've made it pretty easy. To get my mods, you can support me on Patreon in any way for as little as $1. So that's what I've done. And what I wanted to let you know was that to make it easier for you, what happened? How did that get open? To make it easier for you, I went through this morning and I categorized all the mods on the OneDrive. So in other words, if I've got a combine mod, there's a combine folder. If it's a tractor mod, there's a tractor folder. And so now it's going to be a lot easier for you to find the mods that you want. So if you're watching my video and you say, hey, I want that combine, you can just go to the OneDrive. If you're a patron, go to the combine folder and find it in there. So it should be a lot easier for you. All right, let me unload these. I can't talk and navigate at the same time. I couldn't find the pen. Alright, there we go. We do have cattle. How in the hell did that get open? Did I do that? I bet I did. Open animal dialogue, close the door. Oh, that's the door I was opening and closing. I thought it was the pickup door. Oh, for crying out loud. That's funny. That there's funny right there. Now, I really don't know if the... oh, there's that damn snake. I don't know if the stop sale's been put on this, so let me do that. Stop sale, is that in miscellaneous? No, it's in placeable. It's in placeables. There, I'm going to put that in just to make sure. If it's already there in the game, it doesn't hurt anything. But if it's not, then I'll put it in. Yeah, stick it right there. All right, now that that's done, I'll make sure that they don't automatically sell my milk at midnight. Wanted to get the cattle right away. Let me get some of this equipment running. I'm pretty sure I got a lot of combining to do. I did another thing just to show you. I modded this Silo King. I've got a bunch of these Silo Kings, as you well know. I've got one that picks up poo. I got one that picks up compost. I hate this here, that the wood chips on this one, you can't drive under. It just throws them in a pit there. So I modded this Silo King to pick up wood chips because I'm lazy. I don't like using front end loaders. And this thing is called Woodchuck. I called this Woodchuck. So if you go in here to the animal section here, you'll see clear at the end. I got the Poo King, Super Poo King, and I have Woodchuck. So I've got one for everything. I've got one that's a seed man. I got one compost man, Poo King. I made him to pick up a lot of different stuff. But so all you have to do is start this thing up, get up in there, and it's going to suck up those wood chips just like that. So that way I don't have to use a front end loader and go back and forth, because this thing will hold 100,000. So anyway, there you go. What was I doing? Okay, I'm making board pallets. I want to take those board pallets. This thing sucks, though, in that once it's only got one pad. Once it's full, it stops working. So you constantly have to go back here. I thought this was a conveyor belt, but it's not. It just puts them all on this pad, and that's all you get. Then it stops working, and it may have already stopped working. Doesn't seem to be working. Yep, it's full. So it lickety-split, it gets full on you, and you got to come over here and empty that dang thing, or it won't start working again. That's what I've got this truck here for. It's a pain in the butt. I do have some maps that have a conveyor belt at the end, and man, they just keep making those things like nobody's business. There we go. Now it'll start making more. We'll come back and take care of that. Blah, 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 blah. You know what? Let me put the straps on here. While I've got a couple of pallets of this stuff, I'm going to go down and make some pallets. If I can remember where it's at. Oh, shoot. I went wrong way. Now I'm over the railroad tracks. Alright, so it's down this way. The pallet maker's down by the potato shop. The potato factory. I think. So I want to get some pallets started. A lot of stuff to do. I got this farm is just chock full of things to do. It's a huge map. I think this is the pallet maker. Let's find out here. Let's see, where do we drop the pallets? Right here. So let's unload this. Okay. Sets them over on the side, I guess, over there. And it should start making pallets. Cool. Look, it's going to rain on me. Alright, what was I doing? What was I doing? I was running around to start some equipment up, I think. I think. Oh, I know. I think I've got hops ready. I want to do some hops, make some beer. So, let's see. I know the hops are over by the lumber mill. So let's head that way with this guy. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, I need a truck and trailer. Where's my truck and trailer? Let's get this guy. No course loaded. This is field 15. Let's start 15. A harvest field 15 and get these. I had a full field of poplars. Oh my god, does that take a long time? Poplars take a long time to harvest. I could put a trailer on the back of this thing, I guess, but then you got to keep taking it off. That's kind of a pain too. So let's start him up. I'll hire somebody to do that. Let's see about getting behind this fella. Let's see. We've got Chris Hamlet running this truck. He's going to go around. He'll come back. Who do we have running that? Troy Sawyer's doing that. Let's get back to my combine. Get over and start doing something. I want to do a couple of things. This farm has sugar cane on it, and I want to get some sugar cane going. I don't know if I have any ripe yet, though. So I'll check that out because I think there's a field of sugar cane close to where I'm going. And also, I have a cedar out on the field to the right of me. That's field 52, and I'm seeding it in sugarcane because I want to start working in the sugar factory and see how that works. Wow, what happened to Woodchuck? Look up above where it says Saddle King Woodchuck. It's got 8,000 wood chips in it, but what in the heck is that on the side? That's quite the number. I can't remember what Woodchuck holds. I think he holds 100,000. All right, we're going to take a shortcut through here. And let's see. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the hops that I'm thinking of, and I probably got more than one field of hops, but the hops I'm thinking of is down by the by the lumber mill, like I said. Oh, here they are, right here. And this is the lumber mill right here. So let's see. Let's start over. Now, wait a minute. What is this? This is sugar cane. Do I not own this field? Oh, this is 52. This is a field that I'm currently seeding. Never mind. I thought I had a field that was ready to harvest or close to that had sugar cane on it. This was the one I was thinking of. Sugar cane, 100%. Yes, yes, yes. Now, I don't know. I don't know if this takes a wheat one or a. Where am I? I'm lost. Help! I'm lost. Tell you what. Let's skip the hops. I know the hops take a grain header. Let's see if the sugar cane takes a grain header or a corn header. Curiosity's got me now. And it won't let go. So what field is that? That's field 49, I believe. Field 49 that's got that sugar cane on it. And I think that was my way into the field. Oh, no, wait a minute. Maybe there's another way in right here. There he is, right across the street from the mini mart. And now let's see. Let's start up in this corner, I guess. Have these trees got collision? Yep. That's gonna be fun. By the way, just for information, I was using an older version of Courseplay. Let me show you what I was using. I was using the developer version 5.01.121, and somebody said, hey, you've got an old version of Courseplay. So I went to Courseplay because I don't get every brand new version. And the reason I don't is just because there's an update doesn't mean that it works well. It's a developer version. So getting the current version doesn't mean that everything's going to be hunky-dory. So I don't normally jump out and get every single one when it comes out, especially if I've got one that's working well. This version was working very well for me. So, but I went out and I downloaded the new version, the newest version of the developer's version of this mod, and I had problems with it. I had things that didn't work well for me, and I couldn't figure out what it was until I put the old version back in, and my problems kind of went away. So I'm using the old version because it works for me. It does everything I need to have it do, and I don't have any trouble with it. So, and I was having trouble with the newer version. Alright, let's find out. Oh, I hit a tree. Let's find out if sugarcane is done with. It is. Okay, it is. Okay, so let us do a course. This is field 49. So let's whoop up to field 49 here. And we're going to start in the southwest. We're going to be heading north. And I'm going to activate this because it's a square field. And then I'm going to do at least 2 headlands. The field isn't super huge, but it is pretty good size. There's so many things close to the field. Let's see, 1, 2 should be. I think I'll stick with 2 and see how it works. Let's save this. Harvest field 49. Yeah, I was having problems with the other version of Courseplay. And, you know, it may not be Courseplay. I don't necessarily come to the conclusion that it's the problem with the mod. Mods are mods. It could be that the Courseplay, the newer version, it could be that it was working just fine. It just had a conflict with a different mod. So you never know. I don't necessarily, when I have a problem with a mod, I don't necessarily say, well, it's that mod, because it may not be. Alrighty, now let's see. We're going to do a little bit of this. Uh-oh. Not good. Don't do that. Go this way. Okay. Who's working this? Troy's working this. And I've got rain coming in, too. Now, let me see how... Oh, this guy's working fine. All right, good. All right, what else we got going? Let's get another combine and head back to... the fog's rolling in. We're going to get... They're going to stop us. It's going to stop us from harvesting. But that's life and weather. Man, I tell you, if you look at the map and look how many of these fields I've got with fruit on them, I'm going to be harvesting forever. Growth patterns. So, God, I got a lot of fruit to come off. Alright, now, what's the quickest way to get down there? I'm going to go straight and see if I can get down there. No, wait a minute. Do I want to go straight? Yeah, let me go straight and see if I can get it down there a little bit further. I think it's funny because a lot of these places, like the ball field here, hear the voices? It's funny. And you heard the voices at the slaughterhouse, the auction house for animals. Little added realism. All right, let's see. I lost my road. Let's head this way. I'm off. The sawmill's over that way. Fogs are rolling in. I'm surprised. I'll be surprised if the combines are still running. They won't run when it's foggy. And they won't run when it's rainy. So that guy's either full or it's been stopped. He's actually full. So it's not that foggy yet to stop production. I gotta get a trailer over here. Whoa. Don't get stuck on a railroad track. Alright, now here's my field. Oh shoot, I might have to throw some four-wheel drive in. What's this field shaped like? Crazy. This field is shaped crazy. I don't recall where I actually started the field. I think it was in this corner down yonder. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not on the field I want. This isn't the field I want. I'm lost now. There's some more sugarcane. Here's where I want to be. Right here on this field. Now it's raining. Oh boy. I'm going to kick time up a little bit because I can't harvest now. Great demand for corn. Do I have corn? Man, it's really raining. Waiting for better weather? Yeah, I guess so. Talk about the river bottom. Here we are. All right. Well, we'll get this guy set up, and hopefully the rain will stop pretty soon. Let's start in this corner. Don't get stuck in the... Oh, we can't get stuck in the water. They've made it so you can drive through the water. All right. We're going to do some hops here. So let's start here. This is field... What? Oh, did I number this field? Uh-oh. I don't know if I did, because I made this field. Oh boy. Temp fields. Oh no. Okay, yeah, this is temp field 54, because I had to make this. It was a regular field, but it didn't match up to what the map said. So I had to make it myself. I made this temp field here. So let's grab temp field. And then we need to go into here and use the currently loaded field. We're going to start in the southeast. We're going to be heading north. And I'm not going to activate that because it's weirdly shaped. But we're going to do 3 headlands, so we can get well into the field, and hopefully we won't have any problems with that. And then we're going to do harvest 54. Harvest 54. Was it 54? I think it was. And the spinnery needs wool. And our sun... Oh, we got sunshine again. Let's kick back to normal time. And let's see, we're going to be... this is kind of weird. How did that happen? Yeah, this is kind of weird. Well, let's just see what happens. I'm going to start combine running here. Wow, that leaves some weird... Look at that. Looks like somebody come with a paintbrush and painted the green cement or something. That's strange. Alright, let's just see what's going to happen here when I hit drive course. What's the My Little Eye look like? Huh. Well, we'll let it go and see what happens. Turn the eye off. Who do we have working here? Chris Hamlet. Well, Chris, you got your work cut out for you with this field. Tell you that. Alright, it looks like the fent needs to be refilled, so let's grab our truck here, head over to field 52. Car 52, where are you? See if I can find a place to cross over. Oh, I left my helicopter just laying around. Somebody's going to steal it. Well, give them the benefit of the doubt. They're just going to borrow it if they need it. I got a homing beacon on it anyway. I can find it. Now, let's see if we can figure out where the combine is. Way in the other corner. Combine? Did I say combine? I didn't mean combine. I meant the seeder. Hey, today's the last day of June. Can you believe it? Oh my God, I can't believe it. Where'd June go? Only got 2 more months of summer. And we haven't even had summer yet. Hasn't started here yet. It's funny because normally the weather person will say, well, it's going to be partly sunny, partly cloudy. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be, whatever. And so I have something called Alexa, and it's through Amazon, and it works like Siri on your iPhones. And so I'll ask her, I say, Alexa, what's the weather?
In Warrenton, it's 59 degrees with cloudy skies.
I
Today, you can look for
knew
lots
she's
of
going to
clouds
answer me.
with a high of 61 degrees and a low of 55 degrees.
I don't know if you can hear that or not. Anyway, so when I asked her what the weather was going to be for the next week, this was a couple of days ago, instead of saying partly sunny, partly cloudy, she said it's going to be, well, the first day, it's going to be partly cloudy. And then the next day, it's going to be dreary. And then the next day, it's going to be dreary. So for the next 5 days, she kept saying it's going to be dreary. I just laughed my ass off. Not even going to say partly sunny, partly cloudy. It's just dreary. And it has been just dreary for the last week. We have what we call an inversion here. I live on the coast. If it gets hot inland, like Portland area, if it gets hot inland, I mean really hot, and we have high humidity on the coast, then it sucks a fog in. They call it an inversion. And this inversion sucks the fog in on us. And we have dreary weather. You go up about 30, 40, 50 feet, and there's bright sunshine. Alright, so I'm done with this field. I think I'm just going to park this guy for now and figure out what field I need to do next. In the meantime, I need to get trucks over to those sugarcane fields and hop fields. So let's head that way. Yeah, it's dreary. Alright, see if I can't get lost here. There's some sugarcane, that's our field. So, let's see, where should we be? Man, talk about rolling hills. See, we started over here. So, do we have a way out of the field over here? And where do we want to go with this grain here? Alright. Well, let's just start it here. And get rid of that. And we're going to start recording. And it looks like I've got a way off the railroad tracks right here. Let's just slowly head to the road, the highway, my way or the highway. We got silos here? Oh well, I'm going back. I guess I could. Nah. I wish they linked up. If they linked up, that'd be cool. I want to harvest a football field. Alright, where am I? How do I get home? Alright. I'll go to the main road. We're going to take a shortcut through the residential area. There's a school to the left. Somebody knocked a mailbox down, I see. Wasn't me. Probably was, but I don't recall that I did. Oh, there's the sugar company. We should take the stuff right there. Well, I want to store some first, and then we'll haul it to the sugar company. 'Cause I'm running out of time. Kentucky Fried Chicken and a bus station. Looks like the field closest to the... Well, see, if I keep concentrating on the fields closest to the farm, then I've got so many others. I should probably stop seeding. I got more fields than I can shake a stick at that need harvesting. If I keep seeding, I'll never get it harvested. So I think I will. I think I'll stop seeding for the time being. Too many fields. I already own too many fields. With this map, when you get it, you own half the darn fields on the map. More than half. Just to keep from getting lost, I'm just going to go back the same way I came. Normally I don't do that. Normally I take a big circle, but I'm going to get lost if I don't. Take the corners nice and slow so I don't hit anything. I'm going to have trouble with these trains, I think. At some point, I just know it. Alright, we should be getting close. Boy, these 4K maps are huge. Especially ones like this that all the roads go crisscross and the fields are all weird shaped and stuff like that. There's that big blimp, that shadow going over. Makes me think dun 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 dun, like the Jaws theme. Don't go in the water. Don't go in the field. Okay, so we're set up. Let's do this. This is field 49. So we're going to save it as such. Field 49. There we go. And we'll start this guy working, if you will. And with that, I'm going to call this an episode. I hope you had fun. Give it a like if you did. Share it with a friend. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you again in the next episode. Happy farming. Did I say happy farming? I think I did. Happy farming.